You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes. It's super violate that like button. It don't cost nothing for you to hit that like button. Now, shall we begin? Shall we begin? Conspiracies. Conspiracies. So, a lot of stories we've been hearing, especially coming from Jaguar Wright, where you sit up there and you think to yourself, like, how, I've caught on a few lies, but it's to the point now, even when I know something is a lie about the industry, I'm going to believe it. Even when I know something is a lie about the industry and the gatekeepers who run the industry, I'm going to believe it. So here it is. We got Desiree Perez. If y'all don't know who Desiree Perez is, she is, I would say, I don't know whether to call her FBI, CIA, but what I do know is she took down 2 major drug cartels. She was a rat. And somehow, through OG Juan, a dude that was strong in the streets like Meech in the drug game, she ends up being the head of Roc Nation up under Jay-Z. So now, wow. Listening to the tactics that she took to destroy her own daughter.
That it was orchestrated by her own mother, and others who should have protected her failed her.
NBC6 investigative reporter Amy Viteri has her story.
So legally, I can go home.
No, you cannot.
Why?
Because you're being Baker acted.
Body camera video shows the moments Broward deputies encouraged Demore Hadley to get into this pickup truck with people she says she didn't know.
I can't ride with you and you guys take me?
You're going to be in handcuffs, so dog's not going to be able to come?
I don't want to be in handcuffs.
Okay.
Demore says they took her to a hospital for a mental health evaluation after this doctor signed paperwork saying she was a risk to herself.
What he told me was, we received a call from your family that you tried to OD the night before.
A doctor she says she'd never met before. And according to Demore, it's her own mother who's behind it. In this lawsuit, she claims her mother, Desiree Perez, used unlawful means to have Demore falsely detained under Florida's Baker Act and Marchman Act.
So she's the CEO of Roc Nation, a company that she owns along with Sean Carter, the famous rapper Jay-Z.
The complaint alleges a conspiracy, saying Perez used her money, power, and influence to tear apart Demore and her husband, Javon Hadley, and created an enterprise of individuals to effectuate her plot.
To essentially try to separate me from my husband and to falsely accuse him of domestic violence.
Perez has repeatedly denied these allegations in court filings. A month before Demore filed her complaint, we found her mother filed her own lawsuit against Demore's husband, Javon. Citing evidence, Perez says he has abused her daughter for years, something the couple has denied in court records. In that lawsuit, Desiree Perez says she moved to Baker Act her daughter, fearing she was at risk of suicide and abusing prescription drugs.
I haven't seen anything in my entire 20 years of practicing law that it is so clear that someone did something wrong.
Attorney Hilton Napoleon is representing Demore in the lawsuit, which claims Perez harassed the couple for years, including making unfounded claims to get Javon arrested on multiple occasions for battery and domestic violence, charges prosecutors did not pursue.
The state attorney's office wrote a 11-page scathing closeout memoranda, which basically said that her mother made false allegations to the police.
In this closeout memo, a prosecutor with the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office cites Demore's lack of cooperation and raises concerns about some of the evidence and how it was obtained. The prosecutor also wrote Demore was wrongfully Baker Acted last year, something her mother's attorney disputes in this letter, challenging many of the memo's other conclusions.
I have 3 different collateral sources of information that say that she's been acting psychotic, that she threatened to overdose yesterday.
Demore's lawsuit alleges her mother conspired with prominent psychiatrist Dr. Daniel Bober, seen here in body camera video, and others to have Demore committed for a mental health evaluation. Bober cites supporting evidence from her family and diagnosed Demore with an unspecified psychosis. He ordered she be taken to Memorial Regional Hospital, where he is chief of psychiatry, and where results from drug tests taken upon admission were negative, according to records Demore shared with us.
They told me your tox screens came out negative, and I go, I know. I don't do drugs.
In a statement, Dr. Bober's attorney said Demore was placed under the Baker Act for 38 hours due to the potential risk of imminent harm she posed to herself, adding failing to take appropriate action would have been a breach of Dr. Bober's ethical and professional obligations. While Demore was at Memorial, her mother further petitioned to have her transported to a different facility under Florida's Marchman Act, claiming again in court records that Demore suffered from severe drug abuse. A judge granted that petition.
They ran the test. They knew that she had no drugs in her system and she was not abusing drugs. And the fact that you can't do anything about it is scary.
Demore was sent to this treatment center in Deerfield Beach, where Dr. Bober serves as medical director.
Where are the people that are supposed to protect me from this happening?
According to her lawsuit, Demore requested a hair follicle test at that facility called Life Skills, which detects drug use for at least the past 3 months, and which showed no drugs had been in Demore. Demore was held at Life Skills until April 8th. She shared discharge paperwork that lists a diagnosis of persistent depressive disorder, which she disputes. No medication was prescribed. Court records show Demore was able to...
The same tactics that they use on Wendy Williams. Have you hospitalized? Have you committed? Where you can't go outside? I'm trying to figure out exactly what's really going on, because, you know, as a father or a mother, a parent, you know, we're going to protect our children from harm in any way that we can. But it seems like it's something more sinister going on in this situation. And then when you look at the situation with Desiree and her daughter and how she's doing her daughter, now it makes you reevaluate every single thing that Tory Lanez has said about Roc Nation. Honestly speaking, I wasn't trying to believe it. Usually, I'm a conspiracy theorist. But the Megan Thee Stallion, the lies, the being set up by Roc Nation, I wasn't trying to hear it for some reason. I can hear now. I can hear and I can see clear as day. Free Tory Lanez. First and foremost, free Tory Lanez. That's number one. Number two, yo, anytime you could, like, are y'all listening? Where she actually had doctors that never even seen her daughter try to commit her. Never seen them. Never tested her for drugs or anything. Never seen her. But actually trying to frame, doctors trying to frame her. Having police officers run down, grab her, nab her, and kidnap her. And have her committed in a hospital for more than 36 hours. And if she didn't have people fighting for her to get her out, they could have put her away indefinitely, and she would have never had a voice. Now she got her ears. She got the ears of the streets now. Oh yeah, she definitely got the ears to the streets now. But it's like, wow, where they do that at? This is legal? To actually file false claims on somebody, have them committed and have them locked away? If she's willing to go that far on her own daughter, then you damn right I can believe everything they said about what happened to Tory Lanez. And yes, I believe now that he has definitely been set up. And yes, I absolutely believe at this point in time that that hit that happened in the penitentiary, I firmly believe Roc Nation was behind that. Free my nigga Tory Lanez, man. And my prayers go out to her daughter, because nobody should have to live like that. That's evil. And it gives you a little glimpse, and a real glimpse. It's like, damn. Listening to the stories of Desiree and what she just did to her daughter, then it makes you think about all the stuff that's coming out in court with Diddy. I could only imagine when you start digging into Jay-Z's backyard now, because if this is the partner that he got, and this is how his partner is getting down at Roc Nation, Something just ain't right. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation in the comment section. Is Desiree Perez pure evil? Everybody write free Tory Lanez in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I'm out.